Thank you for joining us. We are live.
Yeah.
I'm here with 2 of 4 for now of the Council of Commentary. I'm here with Kyle
K
and
Marvel, what's up?
the Dragon. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Chilling.
Trying to
How
get
you guys
Stretch up in
doing?
here, man.
I'm as cool as Neo on the left, and I'm as fiery as John Wick on the right. That's
John Wick. Okay. I love me some John Wick.
Oh yeah, I went. Like I was saying earlier, like I went super Japanese today. Got my yin yang because you need that balance, and you got to rep God. I mean, I think they're the next ones to show up somewhere. You know what I mean?
Listen,
So,
are you guys gonna catch that Candyland? Not
I'm not.
Candyland, Candyman movie, the one from Jordan Peele.
It's supposed to go Sunday. Going to the Alamo on Sunday.
Yeah, nah, I'm waiting for September 3rd for Shang-Chi to come out.
What's that?
Get that Marvel. That's Marvel's new IP.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It looks crazy. It looks awesome.
We about to get into movies instead of wrestling.
Hey, we could talk about that Spider-Man trailer, okay? Because
listen, that last one. Oh, Courtney says, "Hell
what's
no."
What's up, Court?
Hi, Courtney. Hey, Bobby. What's up, Lou?
Hell no.
She said, "Hell no." All right, y'all. Listen. Before we get started, head to the Council of Commentary. Make sure you subscribe to their show. They have an awesome podcast. It's 4 guys. It's these 2 buddies right here. Plus, we have a guy named Stretch and Quiet Storm. So, hopefully they'll be able to join us before we're done tonight. But anyway, we're going to keep it moving. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like if you're in here. Let me know that you are watching. Hit that subscribe. We're going to get this started because, yesterday was pretty interesting. What do you guys think about yesterday's show overall?
Yesterday, go ahead. Yeah, Stretch. Stretch, Jesus. Go ahead, Striker.
You just need him here, right?
We're trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it
out. For me, I guess it's still they're still trying to like level out the CM Punk thing because now you're knowing that you're getting an influx of people watching the show now for CM Punk. So it's very hard to gauge the show at the moment. For me though, I think it was pretty good. I think they're setting up the storylines as they should. All Out's next week, basically, or week after. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do.
It's a lot to cover. Yes, a hell lot to cover. What you think, Kyle?
Man, right. I'm gonna put it like this: AEW is taking. To me, CM Punk is such a huge acquisition. Like it's so he's such a big name that like they haven't stopped chanting his name for 7+ years. Like that in itself has to say something. They're not chanting for The Rock, they're not chanting for Stone Cold, they're not chanting for Bray Wyatt, they're not chanting for Braun Strowman. Right. People have been chanting for CM Punk because of the impact that he left on wrestling. Because when it comes, especially not only just his ring work, but having his promo, the way his promos work, like his promo work is, to me, top 10, top 5, depending on who you like and how they, do their promos or whatever. But he is like, they're doing nothing but growing, and there's so much room for them to get bigger.
I agree.
So I'm excited.
I agree with that. CM Punk coming out actually kind of like made everyone else seem this much bigger. Like now when you watch this thing, even though like Malakai Black is a big deal, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, but who cares? It's not who cares, but it kind of like feels that way because he's so up here, CM Punk. And the crazy thing is that I have never seen CM Punk before.
I saw you say that in the interview you did with what was it? We Love Wrestling.
I think it was with son? No.
No. It was oh my god, I just watched it. That is so horrible.
That is so horrible too
I
because
just
I'm
watched
on.
it. Right.
I did,
Like they interviewed you.
I did one with Sunny Midnight. Oh
It was
Lord.
with Nicole and
Oh yeah, Nicole and Trey. So
yes.
yeah, we were doing an interview. We were doing an interview.
Right. So
Yes.
so between y'all talking about everything y'all talk about, which by the way, amazing interview. Like it was awesome. Like I just want to put that out there.
Thank you. We love Willow.
But he has like I can tell you right now because I know you said for people to like because I know he was your wrestler of the pick, wrestler of the week, and tired, man.
Oh, believe me. I know. Right? We work, people. We have 9 to 5.
Listen, what do you think this is for? But so CM Punk, John Cena, Money in the Bank. That's by far the very first match you have to watch.
I have to watch it. I saw your recommendation. I'm gonna watch it.
Because like there were so many implications with that match. And even if you watch like all the promos leading up to the match, like the match was awesome, the finish was awesome. Even if you watch the two of them, was that SummerSlam? Striker, was that SummerSlam when it was title when they both had the titles? After Cena beat Mysterio?
I saw some of that when they both came out with the titles.
Yes.
I saw some of that. It was CM Punk and John Cena.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because that's when he first came back with Cult of Personality.
Right.
And Cena was like, "What the hell?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was watching some of it. I didn't get to finish that, but I'm definitely going to go into that one and finish seeing that match. I'm just excited to see what he can do. I mean, unfortunately, I'm going to see him as a 43-year-old.
But there's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, listen, whatever's old is new. Like that's it. You know what I mean? But see,
if you can
he really is just to me, he is one of those like once in a lifetime talents. Mm-hmm. Even though we have like a million once in a lifetime talents.
Yeah, he can do everything.
Right. You know,
lovely.
CM Punk, Triple H. Yep. Yeah, that was a good one too. But look, I mean, there's too many. I mean, even if you go back, if you watch him winning the tag team titles with Kofi Kingston, or him when he was in ECW, you know, like there's so many matches.
There's so many matches. Well, he was wrestling for so long. I mean, he was on Ring of Honor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Before WWE.
Former Ring of Honor champion.
Look at that.
Yep. Him, Samoa Joe, him, Bryan Danielson, him and Eddie Edwards, him, Dave Richardson. Like the list just literally goes on and on. It's almost like he's really wrestled everybody until he came into AEW.
Now he's gonna wrestle everybody at AEW.
Right. Right. And just elevate them. That's all it is.
You know, my sister who's in the room, Anna. Hey, Anna.
Hey.
She loves Darby. She's a big fucking fan of Darby, and she's like, "Hey, Darby, you think Darby's gonna lose to CM Punk?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Darby's definitely going to lose to CM Punk. Definitely.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
I don't think it bothers him any sort of way because for me it's just either which way, you know, even if Punk wins, Darby's elevated. If Darby manages to get a win out of it, it doesn't do anything wrong to CM Punk because the whole point and issue is, you know, I'm here to build stars. I love this guy. He's Chicago strong. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna show that as much as possible, you know. So I think Punk's gonna do it right. Punk should definitely be able to do it right, and there shouldn't be any issue with anybody. Depending, I mean, doesn't matter who wins the match. There shouldn't be an issue with how the finish happens.
I think.
Hey, Preston Waters.
Right.
He said, "Stop reading the comments." I was not reading the comments.
I was for sure.
I was trying to get a link so that we can get Stretch in the room. So I was working. Sorry, Marcus. Marcus always want to play. Don't mess with me, Marcus.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? People,
Oh, wait.
Hi, Bobby.
Can I mention something real quick?
Of course.
Okay, so I don't, Striker, I don't know if you was watching it, but Maddie and I was. When we were watching The Bird and the Villain, by the way, shouts out to Justin and Marcus.
Yes.
Dude, the pop. Did you see that pop he gave me? I was like, ooh, I feel important. All right,
Yes.
cool.
Yes. The
So
Bird
special.
and the Villain.
So let me freak. What's good, dog?
What's good, Marcus? I love The Bird and the Villain. I love all the podcasts that I've worked with, but they're pretty dope. We love wrestling. Obviously, you guys know I have a big affiliation with them. I'm forever grateful to Trey because I tell everybody this because he introduced me to the indies.
Got you.
And I love the indies. I fucking love it. I love the indies. Like I never thought I could. Like it's just, as you saw when we were at Battle Club, I had a whole circumference of space around me because I was going nuts. It's just the indies is something different, and him introducing me to that, I'm just forever grateful. But yeah. Why don't we talk about Dynamite?
Yeah. Let's jump.
Let's do it.
Let's start with what was your favorite match of the night? Let's start with that. Ooh.
I don't know. All honesty, in my opinion, I think this was a weaker Dynamite than it has been.
Yeah.
I can't think of there's something I don't even know, man.
It was weird, right? It was
weird. Like honestly, I saw a lot of people wasn't crazy about the last match or the tag match, but I liked it. The Lucha Brothers, match? The Lucha Brothers versus the Varsity Blondes. I thought they did pretty damn good. Yeah, like
that was fucking great.
I enjoyed it very much so.
And the Lucha Bros won.
Yup. Which honestly, I wasn't expecting for some reason.
Did you see my tag? On my tweet, I was like, if the Lucha Bros lose, I was ready. I was just sitting there, my fingers were itching. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking curse out Tony Khan. It's gonna be the first time I do this. But, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know how Rampage is recorded, but I unfortunately, and I'm not gonna mess it up for nobody here, but I unfortunately ran into spoilers by mistake. I was looking for the upcoming matches so that I can write down, so we can quickly discuss them. And someone didn't even write spoilers on their article. And as I was scrolling, I was reading the matches along with who wins and who doesn't. So Rampage is ruined for me tomorrow.
Oh God,
that's I already know what's happening. I like kayfabing it. Don't fuck it up for people.
Word.
Put spoilers in the title.
So we have two people who don't like spoilers.
You look at that Striker?
Yeah.
For all the shit they give me, I like to spoil things just to get them.
Okay, so the four of us, of course. Hey! Oh, hey!
Yeah. Thank me for that one.
Stretch in the building.
Thank me for
he got my cup.
And there's the mug.
I would love to say that, Squishy, it's always a pleasure to see you. I hope everything is doing well. And I don't mean to hijack this stream to call out the two gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, that you are streaming with. Like I told you last time, it's people like Striker that always want to keep people back. But this time he had an accomplice. This time he had K Marvel in his back, trying to lead me astray. I was
I'm gonna let you cut your promo.
Bamboozled, had all of the above because of these two gentlemen right here. But no, I try to come out here on this show to try to have a good time, to try to enlighten the people. And what happens to me, it be your own people, ladies and gentlemen. They'll stab you in the back, they'll smile in your face, but then they'll shoot you between the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's ridiculous. But Maddie, again.
All right. Maddie, do you mind?
Stretch, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you.
May I retort, please? Okay, first and foremost, all right, Bobby Stretch Heenan. Okay, number one, who sent you the link so you should get your ass in here? No, I sent it too. Don't do that. Anyways, look in the chat.
He He's
See,
giving
this
you
is
the
us. This is what
shoulder,
we
the
do.
cold shoulder.
This is what we do.
I love it. You guys are
I sent the
awesome.
last
Thank
link,
you
so-
guys.
By the way, I just want to mention
Mhm.
your sister's name is one of my like moms. You know, like like you have a best friend or like somebody you consider sister their mom. That's her name. So
Yeah.
when I was looking at it, I'm like, she's watching. And then you
Anna
said, I was like,
Lopez?
ooh, got you.
No. Anna Lopez is my sister, y'all. One of my biggest
Yeah.
supporters. She'll support
All
me
right.
in anything, and everything I've tried, and I'm a little cray. So, hey, Sonny in the house. I'm a little
What's up,
cray.
Sonny?
So when you have somebody that supports you through
Midnight
it all.
Express gets it.
I love
Yes.
that song.
Wait, I gotta put that up, y'all. Well, Stretch, you came in a little late because you were having technical difficulties. So we were listening to what Kyle thought was probably one of the better matches of the night. We were discussing the tag match with the Varsity Blondes and Lucha Bros. What was your favorite match of the night?
That was my favorite match of the night.
Mm.
I
Nice.
thought that, and I agree again with the YouTube comment that's popping up. I thought it was
That's QS
absolutely
right there.
fantastic, and I thought that what
Shout out to our brother who's not here right now. QS, what's up, man?
indeed the only one who understands me for the complicated man that I am. Thank you,
Brandon.
QS, for being you. Never
Wow.
change, brother.
We miss you, man. We hope you can make it. And if not, I'm definitely going to have y'all back on. So.
In this,
Oh yeah, it's going
in
down.
this world where people try to knock you down, QS is the only one that props me up.
I love it.
Only because he's tall enough. That's not fair.
You're awesome.
As I was saying, beautiful young lady asked me a question. It was my favorite match in the night, honestly, and I love the promo that the Varsity Blondes cut before. Just to give them a little bit more exposure, and they held their own. They looked good in defeat.
Yeah, they did. They looked great. They did. Even though I'm not a lover of
honestly, and I also think oh my god, I don't know why I'm blanking out on names right now. I'm so sorry.
It's age, yo.
Griff.
It really is. Age and kids. That's what that is.
Okay. Are you talking about the other Pillman, which is Griff
Pillman? Yeah. So
Garrison?
Pillman Jr. Pillman Jr. is going to be a star. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But wow, I'm usually not this bad with names, right?
Griff
Garrison. Griff Garrison looked like a star during that match.
He
An
needed
absolute
to.
star.
He needed to, because Brian Pillman he's in the shadow of Brian Pillman. He needs to take the reins at some point during these matches.
And it's really all name.
Yeah, it's really off the name, because Brian Pillman Jr. obviously was living off of his dad's name, but now he's coming into his own. They're good in the ring. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like the Varsity Blondes theme.
Yeah,
I hate it.
It's
fucking
not
hate
for
it.
me.
And I'm sorry. I'm not a
for
fan
me.
of Julia Hart. I think she shouldn't be on Dynamite just yet, but that's just me.
I don't think she needs to wrestle on Dynamite. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like she could wrestle. Like
Period.
Dark and Elevation is fine. You know what I mean? Keep building your talent that way. But just to go on Dark to get blown out, like, come on.
I want her to take that bowl out her head. That's all.
You feel they're being a little too babyface. They should be a little more, not necessarily disgruntled like a Moxley disgruntled, but have a chip on your shoulder type of characters. I could see that.
Yes, like a heel turn.
Yeah,
I would love a heel turn.
I wouldn't say a heel turn just yet.
To that point, can we please talk about the 6-man match?
Oh,
which one?
The trio, the
trios match.
Yeah,
wasn't that 2?
No, there was one. I think there was one on either
the Factory versus the Gun Club.
Oh, right. Oh, because it was the Factory. I didn't really.
We're talking about this one. Striker, what was your favorite match, Striker?
I'd still go with the Lucha Bros match. I think that was my favorite. Okay. I have a favorite segment though. If you want.
Okay. We are all in agreement that Lucha Bros versus Varsity Blondes was the best match of the night.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So this one, and I want to hear what your segment is, Striker. After this,
no problem.
So tell me, Kai, what is it you wanted to say about this match?
Yeah. All honesty, I think. Okay, so the wingmen. Okay, we've been saying this. The four of us. Excuse me, my phone is being ridiculous.
Okay.
We've been saying, the guys and I have been saying this for a while. AEW needs a trios title.
Yeah, it's time enough.
They have way too many. They have way too many. And if you're gonna put Darby with them more than once, then you need to do it. But you have so many people. You have Death Triangle. I don't know for how long, but you have
Best
Death
friends.
Triangle. You have
Best friends.
the Wingmen. You have Best Friends when Trent comes back. You have the Gun Club. You have like there are the Dark Order.
So
There are
many. Death
so
Triangle,
many.
obviously.
Yes, like there's just so many. So, and I think what was I think Peter Avalon
Right.
was amazing on the side. Like he did so like great. Like just as that like quote unquote managerial like
Yes.
kind of outside man figure.
Yes.
I
I miss the Librarian though with Leva Bates. Maybe that's
do too.
just me. But I loved him more like this. I think the Wingmen should remain and that him and Leva should come back somehow. Like I don't know. Pretty Peter Avalon, I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah. Him coming out in a bed while what's his face like pulls. I was like, like it's cool, but
I mean, anything you give him, he works with it well.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. But and he's great in the ring. Like he's so fucking underrated. Like people just don't understand how underrated Peter can go. Okay, he can wrestle. That dude can go.
For sure.
But he hasn't really been in the ring like that, and this gimmick ain't really working for me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a gimmick change might help.
I don't know, man. Old boy wrestling in suspenders. I was like, oh look, he's Bob Backlund. That's great.
I sent the text me. She was like, "Who's that? Who's that? Senior citizen talking about DJ Drake."
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, JD Drake is ridiculous.
Listen, this match was great though. Darby pinned. Who did he pin?
He pinned
DJ Drake.
Yes.
Yes. He coffin dropped them and double bounced off his stomach.
By the way, the only way I can call it is I want to call it a sunset stunner. Like, does that sound accurate?
Sunset stunner.
When Darby does the flip over into the stunner.
Oh, I think I heard them say it's an over the top stunner, but he probably has a name for it. You know, Excalibur is always throwing out all the names for
right. He'll get a name like he's the insider of AEW, as he always likes.
His Canadian destroyers are called Co-Reds. You know, like he has the names. You know,
right.
Everybody names the same moves a different name so that they
the
are
voice of the indies, I guess.
Oh well, I'm happy Punk isn't the voice of the voiceless anymore.
Was this match good for you?
I enjoyed it.
I mean,
I enjoyed it. It
was what it was.
Right. It did what it was supposed to do.
Right. The match really was placed on the card, I think, just to get, that Daniel Garcia spot where he attacked Mox from behind.
Right.
I think that was just, just Darby. Really put there just to get him on the card. Yeah, Darby, excuse me. I really think it was just put there, just to get that spot out there. We all knew the Wingmen were going to freaking lose anyway. Resident Towers AEW, so it's
especially considering that match was right after the CM Punk promo.
Yeah,
exactly. It was fast. Yeah, it was fast. It was quick. It was over. This is the one. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Maddie. I was just going to say I wasn't really crazy about the CM Punk promo. Like this one didn't hit me as heavy.
I think we just need to see him in a match. Like the promos at this point, it's just leading up to the match. We need to see the match. Everybody wants to see him wrestle.
What they need to do is have that interaction before the match. I think that's what everybody's waiting on is the Darby CM Punk interaction before All Out.
They better do it.
I think
they have to.
If it's not Rampage, it has to be Dynamite.
It has to be because that's it. After next week is All Out, so this is the road.
I think we get to that Rampage.
What's up, Crow?
Hey,
people in the room. Hey. So, guys, this match right here. So my girl Red Velvet. My girl Red Velvet got destroyed.
Yes, she did.
And
as she should have.
Botched a move. Her moonsault flip. She landed on her face.
Mm-hmm.
But I still root for her because she always is coming out, going up against these big freaking women, taking on Jade and all the women that people are scared to take on and taking on moves that a lot of women are scared to take. So I got to give props to Red Velvet. I'm sure in the future they're going to make her big. Right now, she's being used almost as a talent enhancer. And that being said, Jamie Hayter surprised the crap out of me. I had never seen her wrestle either.
She could wrestle. She was in early AEW. Like when they first came through.
Yeah,
when he first started doing like dark and everything too.
Yeah, I missed the first month or two of AEW when they actually in 2019 when they actually went on TV. So I might have missed some things, but her I never seen her until yesterday.
She's a good talent. She's a good talent to have, and especially with her and Britt Baker and Rebel.
Yeah. Can you imagine her against Chris Statlander? God damn, I can't wait to see that.
Or her and Nyla?
Statlander.
Yeah.
At the pay-per-view.
I can't wait.
Oh, you mean
I
Britain
cannot
and
wait.
Statlander. Yes, of course.
I don't think she's going to win, but I can't wait.
You think
Britt's not losing that belt.
Statlander's not going to win.
Yeah.
Because Thunder's taking that belt in Revolution 2022.
Yeah. I think that's a great prediction.
What you think,
and
Stretch?
I know.
I don't
Stretch.
think Britt should lose to anybody in the foreseeable future. She's the biggest star that they have. I think that until they build up a star that is equal to the level of hers, she should be champion for forever and a day. She's clearly the best promo in the division. She's improved her wrestling game since day one. Britt Baker, to me, right now, is, I would say, at least a top 5 star in AEW, just out of trajectory alone.
Absolutely.
I don't see any reason why she should lose anytime soon, especially if they're going to build her to be a top heel or face. That's my only thing.
I agree with that, Lou.
Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Lou. Because I've been
kind of flat opening.
I've been begging for Swollen Diamante.
That has to be all out. If not in the battle royale, we might.
Yeah, and sorry, Maddie. I know what I'm about to say is about to I feel like we're about to scrap somewhere in Jersey, but I really want Swole to take it off of Britt. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Long-term storytelling.
They got the history.
Long-term.
I mean, so does. I mean, obviously, so does Thunder Rosa, but Swole. We were just saying this. I was typing this. I know we were putting this in the chat with Bird and Villain. Shout out again, but
the shade.
I see you, brother. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we all reading it,
brother.
But there to me, Swole is a talent that could carry that division.
I wonder if the reason why they haven't technically put the belt on Swole, and this is nothing against her because she can't control this. She has a health condition that consistently takes her out.
Crohn's disease.
That's Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
Oh, Crohn's. Yeah.
She's had surgery and everything, and she recently had a flare up. Like I'm gonna say about 2 months before the battle.
Crohn's is no joke.
It's no joke.
I have a friend who has Crohn's. That is not.
That's no joke. I just want to say to DJ Storms that Proud and Powerful are not gonna lose next freaking week.
I think if the Lucha Bros do not take the titles from the Bucks, I think it's them.
Well, I
think it's Proud and Powerful.
Agreed.
Allow me to say that I actually disagree with that statement because I believe that FTR is the best tag team in all of wrestling, and I do believe that they will go 2-0. You know why? Because they live by the old Bobby Heenan idiom: "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat."
Yep.
Always.
Oh my God! You killing me, Stretch.
First off, Stretch.
Nothing but
forget that, dude.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to me.
All day.
Don't say nothing to me.
You
two gonna start talking to me like I'm some type of sample. Don't say nothing to me.
Were you watching Wildin' Out recently?
He said, "Stop trying me like I'm some type of sample."
Yes, watching E-Man on Wildin' Out. That's what that was.
That's killing me. Yeah, I'm not really happy with that, Stretch. I really don't want Santana to lose. I feel like this is their last opportunity because they have been here before with Best Friends, and they went all the way and then just poof, disappeared where they
Well,
and now here we go again.
Well, I
FTR
understand
had the belts already.
Well, I understand your point of view. I'm a Knicks fan. I never want them to lose, but I got to face facts. You got to
You're a
understand.
Knicks fan?
Yes, I am.
too.
Sorry.
FTR is not only the best tag team in all of wrestling, but they have one of the greatest minds in the business in their corner. They have Tully Blanchard, and that is the X factor that carries FTR over the top. The only thing that I'm worried about is the recent injury that's happened to Cash Wheeler.
Yeah.
He's been complaining about his arm. He has been complaining about losing grip, strength, and feeling. I hope he comes back to be 100%. We're going to find out next week.
Yeah, what is it? Next Wednesday they're wrestling again?
Yes, they're wrestling on next Dynamite, and I will be tuning in front row center. I will be watching that match very intently. Not in general, no. I don't have that much money.
And
you don't have Twitter, Stretch, but you got Instagram. I'm gonna hit you up like yes, who won? That's gonna be
it's cool. You're just gonna be in the chat. We got you.
We could probably be on IG.
We'll just put you in the chat. We got
this for you, Stretch. This for you.
Hey. We know this, man. All right.
I will not lower myself to dignify that comment anyway.
I got a fellow friend here with Lou.
Yep,
absolutely.
Also a lover of
DJ,
the Knicks.
I'm a Jets fan too. I hear you.
Yeah.
A Jets fan. Excuse me, a Giants fan. You couldn't pay me enough to be a Jets fan.
Yeah, that's uncharted.
Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy.
Yo, Matt's nose. Was that his nose that broke?
Yes.
Oh my God.
When Orange jumped off the thing when he did the whatever, he landed on his face.
That was he did the swan.
That was the cross. Was it the swanton or was it the cross body? I thought it was the cross body that did it.
It was a cross body. He landed like this.
Oh, okay.
On his face.
I think he won with a swanton, didn't he?
No.
Now I gotta go and watch my DVR.
No.
I don't know.
No, he won with a pin, and he put his knees on his shoulders and put his hands in his pockets. So and because his legs were in between, so that's how he kept them down for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
That's at the end. Yeah, that was at the end.
Yeah, that was
Where he broke his nose was kind of like, and I'm saying he broke his nose because I was like, that has to be broken the way the blood's coming out. It was way too much. It was almost at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane. But the match was good. I mean,
no, the match was
good
surprisingly good.
I expected it to be good. I mean, you have a legend in Matt Hardy. You know what I mean? I mean, just think about all the matches and all the, tag team, singles, world championships that he's won. And then you have Orange Cassidy, who in the indie scene has been so, amazing, and he's done nothing but gain more notoriety. Excuse me, I'm probably saying it wrong.
Notoriety.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
Got you.
In AEW, I mean, between him and him with best friend, is doing nothing, and even with Chris Statlander, like I think that those four are so good together.
Yes.
But I can't wait to see Orange Cassidy with the TNT title.
What?
Yep, calling it.
I think Sammy might have it.
Yep, that too.
Think about who
I think he's gonna get it next year, though.
I love
Miro.
Miro. People. This Miro right now, the Miro
is
without
incredible.
debut.
Incredible.
They did a good job of. I think they fumbled his debut. Personally,
yeah.
I think they did a good job of redirecting him as a heel, because it was evident that he tried to get over like, oh, I'm a gay. Like, it just felt like he had no character development. Now he's like one of the most interesting guys on the show, and it's like he came in, he was like, well, my name is Miro, I'm the best man, and I'm a gamer, and it's like, cool story, bro.
Right.
Then he turned to the Kip, and then he became an absolute killer. He almost sounds like kind of like a deranged preacher. Like, he has this self-confidence in himself that's like, he feels like he's like this chosen champion from God and everything, and he's going to show everybody his face. Like, it's really good as a character, and I'm so glad they redirected him. As far as somebody that can beat him, I'm not entirely sure that they have somebody that's in the mid card that's believable enough right now to take him out. I would have to think long and hard to see somebody who can beat Miro.
There's that New York background for you.
Well,
New York, y'all. New York.
That's home, baby.
I'm in Jersey.
I'm in the process of moving, so hopefully that changes.
Miro, when I started liking Miro,
They're celebrating Miro. That's what that is.
That's what they are. I
Maybe
started liking him.
maybe he loses an ambulance match. Who knows?
Maybe.
or a fire truck match.
That's a fire truck. You
Something
douche.
new.
Okay. Courtney is onto something. Why
I
not?
can see Archer. beating him for the
Archer
title.
could
Come around
work.
full circle. Come around full circle.
After he's done traveling, since they're giving him the travel permissions now.
Oh, gotcha. I started liking Miro though the day he fucked up Kip Sabian.
Yes, agreed.
In the locker room.
Sorry, Kip.
Sorry, Kip. I like him
They
too.
stopped being a joke. That could be the person that beats him. You never know.
You never
That's
know.
true too.
No, don't do that.
But do y'all really want to see Kip Sabian though?
No,
Yeah, man.
I don't
hell no.
I don't want to see him. I really don't want to see him beat Miro, honestly. But I do. Yep, I agree with Sonny. Like, you build a new star, or if you're gonna build someone, I don't think they're gonna have Fuego. I would like for him to win. Don't get me wrong.
That would be amazing. Darby had it, and he was beating big guys.
You know
That's true.
who I think would be the one to beat Miro for the championship? Brian Cage.
I can see that too.
I can see Brian Cage
And now
beating
he'll have
Miro.
a belt that matters.
Right. Now he has a belt that actually matters.
Whoa. Don't
My
disrespect
access-
talks like that. That's just
Somebody
rude.
asked us a question: who's our favorite
Yep.
all-time wrestler
Of all
Go ahead,
time.
guys.
of
Y'all
all
go
time?
one
Y'all want to
ahead,
start?
though.
Because y'all already know I can.
Yeah, you talk like
I have two. Either it's a toss-up between Bret Hart and Ric Flair.
wow. And ooh.
Woo!
Toss-up between Bret Hart and Ric Flair.
Wow and
Yes, right.
for me, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero and Stone Cold.
Oh wait, we're doing two. Oh, because
Okay, might
the
as
great
well.
one, the people's champion, the most electrifying man of all entertainment. Nobody's gonna beat The Rock for me. No one.
You know what he's cooking?
Nah, not today. I don't really think I have a second, to be honest.
There we go. I
kinda
was
like
just about to say,
everybody.
let's get his comment on that because he,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Quiet Storm ain't here, but he is part of the Council of Commentary. And Courtney, his favorite wrestler is Undertaker. I can roll with that. My favorite used to be Hogan, and now I can't stand him.
right.
Great choice.
I
of
love The Rock,
changing.
though. The Rock was my
Yes.
all-time favorite.
He's the one that pulled me in.
Yeah, so I started watching when I could walk. Like, I can remember wrestling on my TV since I could walk. It was in my family.
Same here.
And right, and so it was always the ripping your shirt. I mean, as much of an asshole as he is today, everybody grew up on Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
So I don't know about y'all, but when that happened, my heart was hurt. Like, I was like, motherfucker, you know how many shirts
I grew up a Hulkamaniac too. Yeah, that was.
It hurt. It hurt my
That
heart.
was pretty
Are we
disappointing.
talking about NWO or are we talking about the you know what?
We're talking about the you know what.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking
All right,
about
just
the
making
racist
sure.
element.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, no racism. I do not.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you.
I cut him out immediately, 100%, and I stuck with The Rock as my all-time favorite.
Yeah,
it's Thunder and Chris Statlander and Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't even know now.
yes.
I feel like
Currently,
hey Piper, that's awesome.
Piper, she took it back.
Awesome.
Piper's a great choice.
Oh, look, Sonny has
He's
never
cool.
liked Hogan.
I don't blame
Hogan
you.
since a kid.
I don't blame you.
No, people throwing
Edge
out
is a great choice
If
too.
I had to pick one today, who would it be? Ooh.
Yeah, what's today?
Oh, I know
Maybe
mine.
Seth Rollins.
Oh, I can see that.
Seth is good.
Maybe Seth Rollins. I think
I can
Seth
see
is.
that.
I think Seth
Trent's
is
a great
pretty
choice
good.
too.
Seth still has my favorite theme currently, anyway, so that's fine. I can
Now,
rock with that.
even though he's not there,
Wait,
the Fiend.
E?
Oh, it can't be Seth Rollins. Excuse me, Daniel
The
Bryan.
Fiend. Oh yeah,
Daniel Bryan,
yeah.
okay.
Daniel Bryan. Bryan
Search
Danielson.
Bryan.
A
You
number
know.
one. A number
I
one.
like this idea. Hey, Zeus.
Wardlow. That's a good
Ooh.
choice.
That is a damn
I
good
love
choice.
Wardlow.
That's a good choice.
I love Wardlow.
He's great. The F10. Jeez.
Wardlow is
Woo!
a good choice.
Ooh, give me big meaty man any day.
Wait. Okay, I have to ask, Maddie. By any chance, do you listen to the New Days
Yep.
podcast?
Shelton Benjamin is a great choice.
Every now and then, when I
Did you
find
hear-
some time. But
Okay,
I
did you hear them talking about who they won their dream matches? And him
was
and
that the big
Goldberg?
meaty men? Oh no.
Big meaty men slap meat.
Yes, I did. I
You
saw
said
that.
Big E and Goldberg?
Yeah, that's his phrase.
That's the dream match?
I'll send you the link, the clip of it. It's
I'll
hysterical,
segue.
dude.
I'll segue because Big E is my
Him
favorite
and
wrestler
Slappy.
currently.
There you go. So Big Meaty Men Slapping Meat came up on a podcast that I was doing with Lou, who's in the chat, and I had never known what that was from. And I think Trey was like telling me about it, and then Lou actually linked it to me. And when I actually saw,
Hilarious.
I was on the floor. I don't know how many times I played it over, but that shit
Same.
and it's never gone away. Big beefy man slapping me has been something I've been saying on this show
the one,
since
the
day
only
one.
Goldberg. It's hilarious. He's
So
like, what about your trios?
Yes.
3 Goldberg.
Yes.
Yo. Rampage.
What do we think about it? Or what
We got some predictions coming. So we got 3 matches tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
You got the Bunny versus Ty Conti. You got Kenny Omega and Brandon Cutler versus Christian Cage and Frankie Kazarian, not for any belts.
Why?
And you have the Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express, which is the one I'm most excited about.
That's the main event, as it should be.
Finals.
Tag Team Eliminator, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know who wins.
Oh.
So I just want you guys to let me know what you think or who you think is taking it for each.
Well, you have to keep a striker straight face. Don't give it away.
No, I'm not giving anything away. You guys straight won't face. Know.
You know he's gonna make that a thing, right, Stretch?
A striker straight face.
The striker straight face. That's gonna be his
striker
thing.
straight face. Say that 3 times.
Striker backstab, more like it. I'll tell you that.
We backstab.
All right, so who's going first?
Listen, if you guys are in the room, don't forget to hit like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and go to the consoles of commentary and subscribe. The link is in the description, y'all.
And also buy a mug.
And buy a mug.
Buy a mug, a shirt, a cell phone cover, socks.
Buy a shirt, Squishtradamus.
Get something.
Get something.
Buy the merch channel.
Buy the merch. Thank you, Stretch. Appreciate it.
Like the video. Show us some love.
Like the video.
Like the video. Like that. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell also when you get notifications when she's posted.
Right after you get her, get us. All right.
Yes. Don't forget about us either.
Don't forget about the console.
Remember, a rising tide lifts all boats.
I always say together we're stronger.
True. So, very true.
Our encyclopedia and promotion.
Spoken.
So predictions, right?
Okay.
Predictions.
Who wants to start?
I'll start. Oh no, go ahead.
No. I don't want to backstab, sir.
Who am I to insist on your time, sir? After you.
Okay, so I will say, damn. I think we give the Bunny a win.
Nope.
She sucks.
I agree.
Did I say that out loud?
I agree. I agree, but I think we give the Bunny a win. We've seen Tay Conti hasn't lost a match in God knows how long. I haven't seen her lose a match in a while. I think the last match she lost was
Ty's awesome.
Was Britt.
I don't see
I think her last match she lost was Britt, right? Or was it
Ty?
No, it was Sheeta. It was Sheeta.
Ty?
I remember.
Yeah, Ty Conti. I think her last
I'm pretty sure Ty lost to Britt.
Was it Britt? I swear
she definitely lost to Sheeta, but I'm pretty sure she lost to somebody else also.
So we got to go back to this when we're done with Rampage predictions because we absolutely forgot to talk about that. We're gonna end it. Well, Crow brought it up. Crow, thank you. We will end it with the Malakai Brock versus Malakai
Brock Anderson.
Yeah, we're gonna end it with that.
Christian and Kaz definitely winning.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no-brainer. And then it has to be Lucha Bros. I think you don't go into All Out with Jurassic Express again.
Right?
Getting a title shot.
I think
it was stupid to me. I forgot who Jurassic Express fought, but I think who Jurassic Express fought before getting to the final. I forgot who the tag team was.
Wasn't it FTR?
No, because what's his name was hurt, I thought.
So then
I'm trying to think.
Also, was it Omega and Hangman? Because that was it.
No. I think he means for the tournament.
Oh, for the tournament. Gotcha.
Yeah, I forgot who Jurassic Express faced last time before they got to the finals, but they should have won. I don't see the point in having them again in the finals. You should be starting to work more on Jungle Boy as a singles person. I don't think they should have been in the eliminator, but or at least
Jurassic
they went that
Express.
far.
Who did they defeat? Ooh,
I know. I'm trying to think.
it was just recently. I can't.
Yes.
Oh, Private Party. There you go.
Yeah. Private Party.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it was Private Party.
Private Party should have been in the final. And I honestly, I feel it should have been Proud and Powerful and Private Party. And they should have pushed the finals into New York. They should have done the finals at New York and stretched that out. But we're gonna get it all out. They're gonna try and
I mean, they could still have a tag title. They still could have a title match in New York.
At Queens. That's what I'm thinking.
Queens, baby. Sorry.
As for the
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Squishy's on that.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna lose. I think the Bucks are gonna lose it to them. I think they're well equipped to do it. You haven't seen them in any title picture for a while, right. And I think they're at their most aggressive state right now.
Well, they gotta finish this series with FTR first.
Yeah,
I think if they win the series, because next week would be the second match, so they need to win next week and then have the rubber match at All Out. Right. If they have the rubber match at All Out and they're able to win, I think personally, regardless of rankings or whatever, because it's not like they pay attention to it anyway.
I agree with DJ Storms.
They need to win. They need to have that match in Queens.
I agree with DJ Storms personally.
I will direct this to DJ Storms. DJ Storms want to fight with me today. Look, DJ Storms.
Damn.
You have seen many belt runs in AEW. And one thing I've noticed is that they don't always just beat them, and then get the belts.
Right.
Sometimes they lose and come back and then win, and then win, and then win.
Fair.
So,
fair.
FTR won last time. Mm-hmm. If Santana Ortiz wins this time, and then again, there is no doubt in my mind that for the Queens match, they are getting those belts.
Agreed.
Words. We're gonna be having this conversation on my show.
Squish it, dumbass.
Believe it.
Where's that crystal ball? Where's that crystal ball at?
Striker, weren't you doing the?
Over there. But I have it on my shirt.
Oh, fair enough.
Weren't you doing the predictions?
I got the shirt on today. So
Kenny Omega. It's Kenny Omega and Brandon Cutler versus Kazarian and Cage.
Oh, I said Christian and Kaz.
That's for DJ Storm.
So easy to agitate, Squishy.
Yeah, that match shouldn't be on the card. I think.
Oh wait! Did you say who's going to win for the last match?
Yeah, I said Lucha Bros.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Lucha Bros.
You guys all agree with what's?
No, I have a different assessment. I don't think that the Bunny is going to win that match against Tay Conti. I think this is more or less a match to work out the kinks in both of them. I still think they both need a lot of work. That's just me.
Yeah.
But Ty is definitely more defined.
Yeah, Ty, I think they're grooming her to be a big part of the division, if nothing else. Kenny Omega and Cutler versus Kazarian and Cage. I think obviously Kazarian and Cage is going to win. I'm going to add this caveat. I think Omega is going to leave Cutler to the Wolves. I think he's going to sell him out in some way, shape, or form. I think he's probably going to just leave him and walk out during the match.
I agree.
Probably it's probably for reasons of self-preservation. He probably doesn't want to get killed before his match.
It's going to be a Nakazawa and Cutler.
Yes, and as far as the tag team eliminator final, the Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express, I think the Lucha Bros are going to win. I don't see the logic in booking a rematch between Jurassic Express and the Bucks so fast, especially after they just had a match almost, about 2 weeks ago they had that championship match. I don't see the logic in just booking that rematch right away and having Jurassic Express go through all these hoops just to get a simple rematch. So I think the Lucha Bros are going to win that match, and I think that we're going to get another Lucha Bros versus Bucks match. So if you guys aren't sure, I think they're going to be playing the air raid sirens because those guys are going to be flying all over the place. So just be prepared.
High fly. That's my favorite style, high flyers. What about you?
I'll just do it quick. I think Conti's gonna win. That's who I would like to win, but I think Bunny could win, like with some type of like sneak. You know what I mean? Some type
trickery.
of
because she's
right, some type of
their
trickery.
heel,
So
they're
Type of
cheaters.
trickery.
Trickery.
So this people might not like what I'm about to say, but I kind of think Kenny and Brandon's gonna
Cutler.
win. And the
Really?
only reason I say that is because they're heels. And I think there's going to be something that's going to, whether it's the spray can in the face or whether it's, Kenny sneaking and doing something and then letting Brandon get the pin, which I doubt. But I think there's going to be some type of coercion, if you will, to
A
Kenny
non-clean
winning.
finish.
Huh?
It could be.
A non-clean finish.
Yeah.
It's true. It could happen.
Could
and
happen.
my
That's
only
not
disagreement
impossible.
with you, Stretch,
Mhm.
is that I absolutely can see Jurassic Express winning. I don't want them to win. I do want to see Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks in a cage because I haven't seen that yet. I've seen them do ladders. I've seen them do everything else. I've never seen them in a cage. So that in itself is going to be insane.
That match is at their disadvantage too, if you think about it. They resort to a lot of outside trickery and stuff that they do. So
and rope jumping.
that match is really at their disadvantage. With the Lucha Bros especially.
Well, I mean, all of them, but all of them fly. So I think that in itself, it's what they do. You got to remember, if that is going to be the match, if it's going to be Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks, just my thing is, just think of the way that all four men's mind works. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they all went to the top of a cage at each corner and just jumped and met in the middle or some crazy shit. Like,
yes, you would have 4 high flyers because the Young Bucks gimmick is very cheesy and corny. However, I love heel Bucks. Maybe that's just me.
Agreed.
But can you take away? You can't take away from what they do. Like
no, not at all.
In-ring work, the tricks that they pull, the stunts that they do.
Yup,
it's amazing,
and it always has been. Like I'll say it to this day. Nick Jackson has one of the best hot tags I might have ever seen in the industry.
Yeah,
Period.
I love seeing the Young Bucks. I know some people are like, I want to see Young.
I love
but I'm always excited because they never give you a bad match as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
Now we got to get to this before we close out. And I think Anna said it best when she said it was an awful match, but this says it all for me as well. It was a waste of Malakai Black.
I mean, what did anybody expect? That's my thing.
I
if
think
anybody expected an actual,
it was a match.
I think the match placement was a little off. I think if you
shouldn't have been the main event.
Match with the tag match, you're looking at a different opinion, I think, of this angle. I don't think it should have ended with him. It was such a predictable match. I don't think you should end the show with a predictable match in this case. We all knew Malakai Black was going to kill the kid. Like I told him that before, like the match even happened. I was like, he's going to destroy him. He's going to murder him. So it's like to see him. Don't get me wrong. I love a good squash match. Don't care if it's Arn Anderson's kid or not. I'm a huge Arn Anderson. I saw Malakai Black kick his head off. I was like, yes, do it again for me.
There's a recurring theme this week. We'll just say that there's been a recurring theme for the week.
Destruction could be a beautiful thing. Axe Goldberg's son. But
man.
It was an awful main event to me. That's not how you main event something. I felt like it killed the whole vibe.
It would have been okay if at the end it was Cody. And I love Lee Johnson.
Cody came out.
Excuse my dogs in the background.
That's what dampened it for me.
If it was Cody, if Cody had came out, I could understand that match being the main event. You know what I mean? But he didn't. And it was somebody like Lee Johnson. And I'm not discrediting Lee Johnson because he's a great worker. But it shouldn't have been.
He's just that.
It just shouldn't have.
Yeah,
but watching On hit that block, I was like, oh, okay. And then he got
I thought he was going to do something. Then he kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, there that go.
I want to say, I think
True.
I
agree with
think
that
what
statement.
they're doing. I think what they're doing with the story is fine because I personally am not a fan of the Nightmare Family, but it seems that he's knocking every member down, and then we're gonna eventually get to Cody. When do we get to Cody? Hopefully not in Queens, but
No.
What do you mean? Excuse me?
yeah, I said what I said.
Okay, listen, hold on. Let me
I said what I
let
said.
me just mention something real quick, Maddie,
I'd
before
rather
we
see
close this out.
Dustin. I'd rather see Dustin Rhodes versus Malakai Black at
I can see that
Queens
too.
than
That would be
Cody.
awesome.
Thank you.
But I'm
but
the only one. I'm the only one of the four of us that likes Cody.
Yes.
I'm the only
I like
one.
Cody. I like
No,
Cody.
I mean,
I'm
not
part of your
you.
council. I know of your
Yeah,
council. I get it.
But like,
yeah,
I'm the
I like
only
Cody.
one, and I don't know why, and I don't care why. So,
I think Cody gets a lot of hate because he's a top guy. He's in charge. He gets a lot of airtime. I mean, he's the EVP. You know, like, come on, people. He's
not even going to hold the world title. Like, come on, just drop it.
It's not even
Yeah,
that.
like,
It's just, to me, it's like
pressure on this man.
everything he does just feels self-indulgent.
over
It's
the
just
top,
like
bro.
the entrance is over the top. Like every time he had the
take a
TNT,
back seat, brother.
when he had the TNT title, this sums it up to me. This little angle right here sums it up. When he had the TNT title, do you remember his match against Jake Hager?
Yes.
He had the press conference. Nobody was there. Why should we care that he has a press conference for one of his matches against Jake Hager? It's like nobody was there. Everything he did was over the top, and it's like
I agree with this comment though.
I was just about to say that too. I completely agree, but he does put people over, regardless of if you like him or not. You can't deny the fact that he is about putting the talent over. He's about building stars. He's about letting the talent show off what they're able to do. He'll take those bumps. He'll take those hits. You know what I mean? You have to respect that at least.
Yes. I have nothing against his in-ring work. I want that to be clear. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a pretty solid worker. I think he's a fantastic worker. But it's like, okay, I did not need to put Shaq over. Like, it's Shaq. Everybody knows who Shaq is.
No,
did he put Shaq over? Because Shaq went through a damn table.
Was over. Shaq was
it's over. Shaq. Like, he doesn't need it. More people watch Shaq on Thursday night after NBA basketball than they do Cody. But my thing is this with Cody. It's just like, okay, he does put people over, and I'm not taking that away from him. I never will. It's just I don't know. It's just like going over him is not nearly as important as he thinks it is.
Right.
In my opinion. Like, it's like when he like
right. It's not like you're wrestling Triple H and you're going over on somebody like Triple H.
Well, he doesn't have. I don't think he has
the guy he's emulating. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like I don't think he has the history yet of a Triple H. Like to me, like he's a credible performer. Don't get me wrong. I think. Maybe I was a little harsh in saying going over him isn't as important as he thinks. Going over him is a big deal because he has name recognition. But at the same time, like he just does a little something extra that makes me like, okay. Like for example, when he lost to Malakai Black, which he put over magnificently. I thought that was the best way to get him over. He then cut this promo afterwards like he was punch drunk. And I'm just like, somebody get the hook? Like, why is he still talking? Like, just eat like.
Because it's Cody.
Right.
You know, it is what it is. He's like one of those guys that you're either gonna love or you're not gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I feel. I feel like he either rubs people the right way or he rubs people the wrong way. There's like really no in between.
No in between, right?
And that's fair because I mean, how are you gonna like every single person in such a huge roster? It's impossible.
It's hard for me to get behind him as a face. With this character, if he was a heel, I think it'll be better.
Much better as a heel.
It's hard for me to believe him as a face. I think that's why.
Hard to believe you walk out with the Homelander costume, and I'm thinking you're a face. You're not.
I think right. I think if he was a heel and he did all that stuff, I think I would get behind him a lot faster. Like when he came out
with the black hair.
Yeah, when he came out with the black hair and stuff like that.
I'm gonna need Cody to go back to the
over the top to be a face. I think it's like if the way that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are acting now and they were faces, it's like I can't believe, like I want to hate you. I can't get behind you.
Yeah, you know, I think Cody's going to eventually come out with that black hair. It was a tease, I think, to see the reaction, and it was a great reaction. People, at least I was like, "Fuck yes, heel Cody, give me that!" And then, like the next week, he was back to blonde.
He found that bottle of peroxide and went right to work.
Yeah, all that chlorine. So to end it, we were gonna end it there, but just real quick, they want my opinion on what happened at the end of the Red Velvet and Jamie Hayter fight when Chris Statlander came out. Fuck yes, 100%, a million times yes. Fuck yes. That's my comment because that's exactly how I reacted when I saw Chris Statlander come out. I jumped out my seat. I was screaming. I was like, "Give me that! I can't believe we're getting that match." For the women's championship belt at All Out. What a fucking treat. And we get the Casino Battle Royale with the women. Yes.
That's going to be crazy.
That's going to be a fun match, I think.
It is, for sure.
Yes.
You're going to see a lot of... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say you're going to see a lot of faces that are involved in the NWA Empower pay-per-view as well. So you... Just keep an eye out on all the talent that you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of surprising talent.
Indeed.
Tune in this Saturday to the Empower pay-per-view. It is all women pay-per-view support. It's only $25, y'all. Y'all spend that on a Starbucks trip. Come on. Support the women.
Absolutely. Support women's wrestling, y'all.
Support the women, y'all. Support the women. I'm actually going to be on the Midwest Marks podcast on Sunday discussing the Empower pay-per-view.
Nice.
So so tune in, and I will be on another podcast. I don't know if it's live though, but on Saturday, I believe it's live with Will. I don't know if you guys see him on our Twitter or not, but make sure you guys.
Speaking of support.
The merch.
That merch.
The merch. Thank you, Stretch, once again for supporting. Yes. Guys, thank you for joining. This was so much fun. Thank you, everybody in the chat.
We'll make sure to have QS next time.
Yes.
Quiet Storm. We'll have Quiet Storm next time. And I will probably be under StreamYard because Restream's kind of expensive. So
thinking about it.
So we might be making this jump over. Top Rope Squishing might be making the jump over to StreamYard, y'all. But anyway, just make sure you follow these guys. You can find them on Twitter. You cannot find Stretch on Twitter. Stretch is on Instagram. I follow these guys, so you can, check out my tweets. I will be tweeting about these guys until tomorrow. Just, people can watch this. So, guys, thank you so much. This has been so much fun.
Thank you.
As always.
Thank you.
The pleasure is all ours.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. It was so much fun. And until next time, y'all, I'll be leaving you like Squishstradamus says, with a lot of love, a lot of peace, but above all, y'all, a lot of wrestling. I'll see you guys until next time, y'all. Squishies.
Later, y'all.